Hello, I'm Jamie, and in this lesson, I'm going to show you how to write a great academic essay in 7 simple steps. Step 1. Understanding the question. A common mistake that many students make when they get their essay task is to start writing straight away. Don't do this. Take the time to understand exactly what you're being asked to do. Underline the instruction words in the task. For example, are you being asked to describe something, discuss an approach, evaluate a theory, or compare and contrast 2 different ways of thinking? These instruction words all have slightly different meanings, so if you're not sure what they mean, check with your tutor. Or you could use an online glossary. Search online for essay terms explained. Step 2. Planning. Writing a good essay takes a lot longer than many students expect. So to write well, you need to plan your time. Set deadlines for completing each step of the essay, such as understanding the topic, collecting articles, reading and taking notes, finishing your first draft, and proofreading. This will help you to make the best use of your time and avoid doing everything at the last minute. Secondly, before you start writing, you need to plan your essay. This will help focus your reading and help you write more quickly. Start by brainstorming what you know about the topic. Don't just think about content, but about the points that you can make. What's the difference? Well, if my essay is about the benefits of branding for companies, then my content might be quality, effective marketing, pricing, and so on. However, thinking in points, we could say that branding is usually a sign of quality, or branding enables more effective marketing, or perhaps branding allows for greater price flexibility. Notice I've added question marks here because I don't know if my points are accurate yet. But I can try to answer these questions when I'm reading. We usually make 1 main point per paragraph, and by connecting several points logically together, we can form an argument which clearly answers the essay question. Step 3. Reading. Your writing is the final product, but the reading you do is equally important. 2 types of reading can help with your essay: wide reading and close reading. In wide reading, you read many different articles and papers quickly to collect all the information you need. Then, in close reading, you read this information carefully and critically to understand it better. Focus your wide reading on articles you think will help support the points in your plan. As you read, also look for new points that you can make. Use your school's library to find relevant literature. Once you're in the UK, you'll also have access to Google Scholar. This is a database of articles that you can search using keywords. When you find useful information, keep a note of the article and page number so you can easily find it again. And when you have a good selection of articles, go back and read them more closely. Ask questions as you read. For example, what's the writer's argument? What are its strengths and weaknesses? What research methods were used? How could they be improved? And so on. By the end of your reading, you should have some evidence to support each of your points, as well as some critical thoughts of your own. Step 4. Data analysis. For some subjects, for example, finance, you'll also need to collect and analyze data. First, you'll need to select the source of your data. This could be from government websites, international organizations, or large agencies such as Bloomberg. Before you do any analysis, check with your tutor to make sure you're on the right track. Then, you can use statistical or econometric software like Stata, SPSS, or eViews to make calculations and draw conclusions based on your chosen theory and model. Step 5. Writing. Now you've done your reading or data analysis, it's time to write up your essay. By now, you should have an idea of how you'll answer the question. This is your argument, so make it clear in the introduction. Then, write paragraphs based around one key point each. You can use this structure to organize your paragraphs. First, identify your point by stating it clearly in the first 1 or 2 sentences. Then, you can give more detail, or give a definition if you need. After that, give evidence by drawing on the reading you've done. Finally, analyze and evaluate the point by asking critical questions. This will help demonstrate your critical thinking skills and originality. Finish your essay with a conclusion that summarizes your main points and make a suggestion for further research. Remember, the first draft doesn't need to be perfect. You can edit it later on. Finally, you can find some useful language by doing an internet search for Phrase Bank, University of Manchester. Step 6. References. The final part of your essay will be the reference section. This is a list of all the articles and books that you refer to. Different universities have different requirements for the reference format. But the good news is that there are 2 fantastic websites that you can use to automatically generate references. One is called Cite This For Me, while another is called Citation Machine. Use these sites to create your reference section before you start writing. Step 7. Original work. Your university will enter every essay into an online database, which checks how similar it is to other essays. If a student has copied the work of another writer, they could be suspended and prevented from completing their degree. So always be careful not to simply copy and paste from the articles you read. Try to paraphrase ideas. This means writing again in your own words. And make sure you always include a reference to the original article. Okay, so let's recap how to write a great academic essay. First, take the time to understand the essay question. Plan your essay and read widely, then closely. Carry out any data analysis, then write your first draft. Remember to keep track of your references. Finally, try to express ideas in your own words and include all of your sources. Okay, that's all from me. I hope you found this lesson useful, and I wish you the best of luck in your studies.